Hi Cancers, welcome to Rena Reed's Tarot. My name is Sharena, and today we're going to talk about what is on your mind. What have you been thinking a lot about as of recently, or what do you need to reflect on in the next coming days that could be important to you? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with my own handmade oracle deck to see exactly what it is that's been on your mind, or what it is that you need to think about, what is it that's going to come up in the next few days. And for you, I forgot what other sign had this card. I forgot what other sign had this card. I want to say it was Taurus, maybe. But you got a nervous person around you, or maybe you could be the nervous person, Cancer, who's about to ask somebody for something. Might even beg for somebody for something, or maybe you feel like you already have been begging somebody for something, and you know that whole ordeal is just making you nervous or anxious. Okay, what's this about? You don't know whatever this is that you're nervous about, or whatever this is that you want to ask about, or maybe have already asked about. Maybe you feel like once too many times. Um, you feel like you're walking on eggshells because you feel like you gotta pick your poison. Do I speak up about it? Do I ask about it? Or if I ask about it, am I self-sabotaging? Or am I picking fights? Or am I starting something? Or am I addressing? So I feel like you don't really know how to gauge your situation right now. But you cannot deny your urge to acknowledge something by questioning something. So let me go ahead and get the tarot cards right out to give me the specifics about what this is. My nose just randomly started itching. It's like something has been picking at you, and it's like you really can't ignore it even if you want to. So it's like the more it picks at you, the more you want to pick at it. Does that make sense? And I really hope I'm not just talking about boogers either. Okay, anyway. Your two cards out. We have the Nine of Pentacles. However, it's in the reverse. And then we have the Six of Swords also in the reverse. Not really liking this. So the Nine of Pentacles usually talks about stature, which is you achieving some sort of importance or prominence or a good reputation based on some sort of achievements that you have accomplished on your own, or based on your own efforts into something. Like you made your self-made success, right? However, it's in the reverse. So what I want to say is you are questioning, or you're nervous about questioning whether or not just how important something is, or how important you are in a situation in your life. And I feel like the answer is what makes you nervous, or how many times you have to interrogate it is what makes you nervous. Okay, because usually whenever the Nine of Pentacles comes out, this talks about you feeling secure. You feel comfortable. You feel like you could be yourself. You could be lavish, right? In the reverse, you don't feel those things. Okay, you feel restricted. You feel withdrawn. You don't feel as sexy. You don't feel as successful. You don't feel as acknowledged. You feel overlooked. Okay, you feel less prioritized, or maybe you feel like you're not prioritizing yourself as much as you should. Okay, and you also feel like you're not as focused on your ambitions and your goals and your pursuits as much as you would like to be. And again, you could be questioning why. And again, the answer could make you a little nervous. Because maybe for some of you, you already know the truth. It's just addressing it for certain. Like to get that certainty is like, okay, it is what I thought it was. And I say that because we got a swords coming out right after, which is the thoughts and the way that we communicate, or a lack of communication, which could be with the Six of Swords in the reverse. Um, you might literally be, if this is not you, this is somebody around you who may literally ask you for something. It literally could be about money. You could be asking people for money, or people could be asking you for money. And it's a little hard for you to do so because you're used to like overworking for getting what you need. Because usually Nine of Pentacles, when it's in the reverse, this is like little to no leisure, no relaxation. This is I'm working, I'm grinding, I'm hustling, I'm trying to get all my bare necessities in order. Okay. Some of you are also nervous about checking up on the status of a job because you feel like you already got passed up, because you feel like time has already passed, and you feel like if you would have got the job, you would have got a call by now. So some of you are afraid to look for other options because maybe you feel like the other options are not as prominent as you would have liked this other opportunity to be, that you feel like you got passed up on. However, if you were not chosen for something, that's okay. Sometimes what they say, rejection is protection, and redirection. So that could be something that's going on for you too. Same thing with people. If you get rejected, sometimes that's you being protected away from influences that you don't need to get further involved with. Okay. So that's why I feel like you're just trying to figure out your stance in some situation, regardless if it's with a job, a relationship, a friendship, whatever the case may be. All right. Now with the Six of Swords being in reverse, and excuse me if I sound stuffy, I am coming over a cold, so excuse me. But yeah, with the Six of Swords being in the reverse, usually this talks about someone trying to find a safe, sheltered space away from harm or conflict or maybe even verbal abuse or manipulation. And this is someone where they try to find a safe space away from all of that so they don't get influenced by none of that, right? Now this is in the reverse, so I feel like this is you being aware that this is the kind of space that you can put yourself in, to where you know what they say, don't ask questions if you're not prepared for the answer. And I feel like some of you already know what to expect or what to sense, and I just feel like you're trying to find the right way to approach it with the least amount of like damage on your part, and or mental distress. However, I feel like with the Six of Swords being in reverse, you just gotta face what you gotta face. Okay, if you really want to know, ask, and if you really are ready to receive that answer, take the answer and move forward accordingly. Okay, because I feel like you're not going to get any mental rest until you figure out whatever it is you're trying to figure out. Okay, whatever answers you're trying to get, because you don't want to be stuck in this limbo state to where you're not really moving anywhere. Okay, because they are moving. They're moving from one place to another in a ship. So I feel like some of you just need to get better at navigating your emotions. Okay, and that not disturbing your logic of reasoning. Okay, still acknowledge your emotions, but don't let that overcloud the logical process. Okay, keep it balanced. All right. I'm also seeing some sort of gossip or some sort of he say, she say, or some sort of like thoughts in the back of your mind. That could be another reason why you're nervous about asking somebody about something, because you're trying to figure out what is the truth, or what did I hear, or is what I thought of, is that any kind of, valid, or whatever the case. I don't know. If it didn't come from the source, don't put too much thought into it. Okay, that's what I want to say. If it didn't come from the source, don't put too much thought into it. What other messages do we have for Cancer at this time? Give this situation more time to develop, because both of your cards did come out in the reverse. And usually whenever that comes out in reverse for me, that is a situation that needs more time to mature. So I feel like with also your reading starting off with the Pentacle card, and that being the slowest moving energy in the entire deck, I feel like this is a time or a situation where you need to be a little patient and just ride things out. Okay? Don't take things overboard too fast. I just let a situation. Yeah, I like this. Just focus on the good vibes for right now. Because even though the Nine of Pentacles is in a reverse, it still does mean relax, have fun, smell the roses, do what you can to enjoy the scenery. Okay, enjoy the present time. So focus on the good vibes, the right atmosphere, being around good natured people. And yes, you can relax. Remind yourself it's okay to do that. Okay? And also, be yourself despite of the influence. Stay true. Okay, so even though you're focused on the good vibes and the good present times at the moment, that doesn't mean that you ignore what you feel, ignore what you sense. But there's a time and a place to address, and if you feel like you've already addressed it, several times, just write it out, let time go by, and then when the time's right, address it again. And then maybe you can move forward. And then when you get the answers that you feel like you need to move forward, then hey, act accordingly. All right. So that's that for that reading. I'm going to go ahead and end off your spread with a preview for your extended, which you can watch for free on my website. The link is down below in the description. It's going to take you right to the post. What we're going to talk about in Cancer's extended, okay, we're going to talk about money. Okay. So let's see, we got money on the brain for Cancers. I mean, that makes sense because your first card was a Pentacle card. So, all right. So what money messages do we have for Cancers that we're going to talk about further in detail in their extended? What money messages do we have for Cancer? I like it. Okay, this sounds like relief. Some of you are or you have paid off some sort of financial karma, or you're in the process of doing that. So some of you know that you have made some financial decisions that were not the best, but you have learned from them, which is what the whole point of the karma keyword is for, because this is financial struggles or obstacles and challenges that you were meant to grow from. It was part of your character development of how to manage money, of how to spend money, how to invest, where to prioritize certain things, stuff like that. So I feel like this is you coming into a period of relief, financial relief. Yeah, definitely. After a time of you making some sort of bad deals, you may have bought from the wrong vendors, you may have sold to the wrong people, you may have made some bad exchanges with the wrong companies, or just bad partnerships. But I feel like, again, all of that came with lessons that you're now learning from, okay? Or you will. So, and it will help you to attract more money later on, because I feel like you're going to use whatever you learned and apply it to further opportunities that will come your way. So if you want to know more about that and how you can clear that off, your financial karma, whatever, or debt, whatever they may be, like I said, the link is down below in the description box. It'll take you right to the video. You can watch for free. If you want to just go ahead and book a personal reading with me, you could do so as well at the same website. All of my services are listed. And you can also check out my other content on Patreon, and I also have TikTok at Rena Reads. So feel free to, check all that stuff out. And I hope to talk to you all soon. So until next time, bye.